up, y'all's week? What to do? Welcome back to the week, y'all. Welcome to you. It feel like this camera is off close. Back it up just a bit. Back it up. What up, y'all? This is your girl Lottie here. It's Here's the Week's Bro Show. You show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We are picking up the number 444. Beloved Spirit said, the action that you don't take. Hey, Jean. Hey, thank you so much for tapping in. Spirit gave us the message that the action you don't take is blocking your success, is blocking your abundance. So it's something about taking inspired action. Like nothing can happen until you take action. Hey sis, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. I need to close this door. Ooh. Close the door. Get some lip gloss on. Today it feels kind of slow, low on energy. I feel like I could just conk out and go to sleep. So I don't know what's up with that. Hey, look, procrastination. Figure out business issues. Yeah. See, it's giving something about like the actions that we don't take, right? And it's crazy. Actually got the number 3444, and the page number is 129. I don't know if y'all can see that. 129 and 444. Look. I am like literally like we did the message late, so y'all can see I was like stuttering and discombobulated, stuff going on with the communication. The energy feels low. When is the new moon coming? When is it? I don't think we've looked. And I have been like really being cognizant of like the moon cycles and how my energy relates to it. Yeah, girl, look, two tapped in. Look, look, it's something about being on the same wavelength and the same frequency and people coming together is getting people that like is matching your energy. And I'm also picking up like don't be like weirded out if relationships get weird and different. It's because our frequency is changing, so you may feel like you need to kind of isolate yourself. It's giving the Five of Pentacles, like it's giving like energy misalignment. And of course we've been talking about conserving your energy. I'm getting like not just like being mean, but it's almost like people falling away from your energy because you no longer align, and it's weird. 724 and 823. Okay, so we just passed it. So we in post new moon energy. I wonder what was the new moon in. New moon. I wonder what was it for July. Yeah, yeah. Leo. Is that normal? Is that what is usually in like the new moon is in the next zodiac sign? Is that how it goes? I don't know. But I do know it seems like we should be brightening up. We should be having more energy, right? Like the moon is coming back into illumination. So I don't know. My energy just feels weird. We're getting like going from oh, okay, you got a meeting that you're waiting for. Yeah. We were thinking about like just a change in energy. Like it was very bright earlier today, and now it's like gloomy and getting ready to rain. Like the thunder is kind of rolling in, so it keeps giving us like this shift in energy. Like 1 second it's hot, then it's rainy, then it's humid and steamy, and then it gets cold, and it's like the body and having to adjust. And I almost feel like drained of energy, or like it's just like for some reason I'm hearing bleeding out, like it's just like spilling out, like I got holes in the bottom of the cup or the bucket, and I need to figure out how to plug them up. And I don't know what we're not doing because we've been doing our meditation, we've been doing our spiritual showers. Two procrastinators in the chat. Oh well, they maybe are being very conscious of where they put their energy at, right? So it's okay. Like as long as we don't get trolls and nasty comments, I'm pretty okay with it. Spirit gave us this Project 369, talking about our manifestations, and I'm feeling like, what is the energy for the week? Right? Like, what are we facing in terms of principle? What should we be practicing? And it's giving us the energy of taking action. And it's like, oh, you and Veronica are procrastinators. Look, we got some procrastination too. It's like we're very active in some areas, and some areas we're just not. Like, we need to do some stuff with the business side, right? And it's like it's our service and we love it. And I don't necessarily know if we want it to be business, but we also desire the business side. Like, we want to do merch, and we want to, spread and increase the reach. And we know when we put energy out, it returns back onto us. We get to stay in the giving and receiving flow. Like, it's a part of the business. It's not always the fun side of stuff, but it's a part that you have to be active in. Yeah, look. And it's like, what is the best way to do it, right? It's so many pathways to this, right? It's like, do we want to do a DBA? Are we sole proprietorship? Oh, well, sole proprietorship is a lot of risk. So do we want to go LLC? Okay, well, we LLC, or do we want to incorporate? But then we got to have a board and all of this ish, and then it's the legal paperwork and the documents, and it's just like, I don't want to think about it. Yeah. Yes, yes. It's like, I don't want to. I don't want to adult. That's what I think it comes down to. I think that's like why I'm not taking some of the actions that we need to take. It's because I'm kind of over adulting at this point, Ashe. Like, I really want to be a kid, like, period. Like, a big kid where maybe pay somebody for the convenience of just doing it. Like, this is what I want. Or help me decide what I need. Because I can tell you what I think I want, but it may not be what I need based on what we're doing. It's a really stupid process. Look, I feel like all of it. Like, I didn't even want to vacuum the floor today. I was like, I didn't want to do none of it. Like, can I just go outside and have an ice cream and sit on the porch and just hang out? Like, that's what I was picking up. But so who gets to that point? Like, you just like feel like, I don't want to do any adult stuff. Like, maybe that's what it is. Like, I'm just tired of being a grown up right now. I want to be a kid. Can I just be a Toys R Us kid? Like, that's like that's it. But we don't have a choice but to like do grown up stuff, especially, when you have responsibilities and obligations, you're called to do something. So, but don't beat yourself up, right? Like, I'm getting everything happens in the right timing, right? So maybe the action could take to kind of do some other things. Hey, Miss Hillary, right? Homemade ice cream. Y'all had homemade ice cream for breakfast. Now, if that's not like living your best kid life, I don't know what. I have homemade ice cream in the freezer, and my niece, the kids, they didn't like it. It's hibiscus coconut ice cream. I think it's very tasty. You put a little scoop of that in there with some coconut milk and blend it. It makes a marvelous milkshake. But they wasn't feeling it, so I got a whole thing of ice cream to kill off by myself. Look, yeah, avocado and oatmeal with chocolate chips. Well, yeah, that's good. How was it? Was it really good? Because I see recipes of making avocado ice cream, and I just haven't tried it yet. And hopefully it was really good. But Spirit said, if we're manifesting 444, and I picked up the fact that 4444 times 3 is 12, and that breaks down to 3. And this happens to be on page 129, which 9 and 3 is 12, which breaks down to 3. So both of these numbers on this page break down to 3. It's giving me Trinity. It's giving me divine timing, divine alignment, right? And when we read this passage, it says, nothing happens until I take action. I'm always taking action. And then it got to my head, like, am I always taking action? It's like, yeah, some form of action, right? Either you're believing, you're visualizing, you're believing, you're speaking, you're thinking, feeling like you're always doing something, and to be intentional about what you're doing and how you're doing it, even if you're resting, right? Even if you're eating, if you are drinking, like showering, like whatever the action is, be intentional with it and make sure that you're thinking about how it aligns to what it is that you want to manifest. So, today, even if the action is low, like what we would consider low impact or low energetic output, right? Just make sure you're intentional about your thoughts, your emotions, right? And making sure that stays in alignment. One of the things we did was like start writing. We have our number, right? So we our number is, can we say it? No. Okay, so pick your number. If your number is 4, if it's 3, right? Write it in a dollar amount. We put a dollar sign and we put our number and we just kept writing it in succession with commas, right? Too. It was like this number is like this, right? And then dot, and kept doing it. And I think they did it 7 times for that number, and that would put us in like 7 figures. So it was like, I think 7 figures is like billion, 3 and 6 million, right? So million, right? So if your number is 6, if you write 6 comma 666 comma 666, it's like $6,666,666, right? So continue to write it in, right, million, write it in succession. And we have a whole little, pad. We just was writing it, and feeling the energy of the number, having it like that excitement that we could feel like, oh my God, our bank account has a credit amount of this number, right? And we just kept feeling it and emoting and pushing out that energy. It's a part of taking action in your manifestation, even if like the spirit doesn't have you in the space of doing something that you would consider like very high impact or high energetic output. I hope that makes sense to y'all. So it says, all of my ideas and thoughts lead me to happiness and success. I have more success than I ever anticipated. I have a magnetic and dynamic personality. My personality is radiant with confidence, certainty, and optimism. I attract only beneficial circumstances. And I thought that was really neat, just like to have something to repeat to yourself so you can take like little notes on like those positive affirmations. You could write them, it could be your number, or you could just repeat it or read it to yourself to get that energy within the system, especially if you're having a low energetic day, beloved, and you don't feel like expending a lot, like your body is called to rest, but we can still think and we can still feel, and those are great actions to take. The next page gives us this. The new 5D Earth, beloved. I wonder what it says. At this time, 2 separate cycles of consciousness are coming to an end. A personal cycle and a collective planetary cycle. The completion of these cycles occur in sync so that no one reinforces the other. To get to the new 5D Earth, we must all work together. It's a collective as well as an individual effort. So I'm definitely picking up the both of those dynamics. We kind of talked about like energies coming together, being in alignment. People who are not on your frequency kind of naturally falling away from you. Those relationships are unraveling, tower moments, right? Your energy is coming back to you. And then also as you do the work to heal you, we heal the collective too, right? So it's giving both of those energies. It says, to make the change from 3D consciousness to 5D consciousness, here's what you need to know. 3D consciousness revolves around ego-based identity, division, closed-minded thinking, slower manifestations, fear, unfairness, randomness, and a scarce mindset. And what's so awesome about that statement is that a lot of those things we've been tackling, like just, Spirit has been bringing those messages. Releasing the ego identity, letting the old self fall away, stepping into your true self, your authenticity. Division. We know that we are not divided. We are whole. We are complete, right? There's none broken and none missing. Closed minded thinking, opening up our mind. Like, we cannot accept new concepts if our mind is closed, is shut down, beloved. So to be open to learning, to thinking, critical thinking, even questioning, right? So even reading right now is like a low impact action that we could take. Come away from the TV, the social media programming, and the toxicity of technology. Sometimes it's just good for us to pick up something different, something that's going to cause us to think outside of our own personal box, beloved. It's giving slower manifestations. How can we speed up our manifestation? That's what we were just talking about. Using the 369 method. How are we writing it? How are we emoting? How are we emitting that frequency in alignment to what we're writing, what we're thinking, and bringing all of that together. It's giving balance, right? And it speeds up things. It helps us, as we are thinking about what we're feeling as things come up, right? What's blocking me? What's stopping me from taking the action? Am I ready? Are things in alignment? But you can always think about what it is that you want, what you're desiring. You can feel it, you can write it, you can get it out of the spirit and into the 3D on paper, and that is a part of manifesting, and it speeds things up. Releasing fear is another big one. Having faith. We always talk about taking that opposite energy. If we have fear, we recognize it, we accept that it's there, but then we can take the action to put faith on the fear and believe that whatever the vision that has been given onto us, the spirit will perform it through us. Every resource needed, we will attract it because we are, again, magnetic. I have a magnetic and dynamic personality. So I will attract in what we need so that the vision can be. It's also releasing unfairness. There is a cosmic balancing. Everything is always balancing. The law of cause and effect, the law of balance and reciprocity is always in effect. So just because I don't feel like everything is fair, I can combat that with truth in saying that the universe always balances itself. There's always an equal and opposite force in play. So I can let go of the fallacy of unfairness, so I can, call it on itself, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Right? Like, everything is gonna be okay. I'm always gonna get my share of what's supposed to be, is given what's allotted to me, what has been called and what has been decreed, right? Like, that's always a thing. And randomness and scarce mindset is the last two. I don't think anything is random. I think everything is synchronicity. It's all syncopated, right? It's happening on purpose, right? And there's always an order. Even when we look at chaos, there's an order to chaos. It's not random. And a scarce mindset, we can get rid of that. We know that we are whole, we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. I'm a beneficiary of the abundance of creation itself. So therefore, I'm immensely abundant. I attract my resources. So therefore, every need is always met. So it's definitely given, like, all of that all those principles and characteristics, tenets we've been working on, right? There's a million followers for everyone. It is like, we always claim the audience. We claim the whole Wheat Nation, and we claimed it from the outset before we even got going. It was like, we know that we have all the wheat. All the wheat are here. They're here. They're here. And we just keep showing up, and we keep opening the door up, So as they come in, we're just experiencing the journey because we already know the end. We're victorious. Like, the need has been already met. The fulfillment of it has already happened, right? So we're just experiencing the journey. So stay in that energy. It says 5D consciousness revolves around soul-based identity. Yes. Unity, open-minded thinking. So no right and no wrong. We're never all right. We're never wrong. It's like, can we come to part? Can we see it for just what it is? instant manifestations. What have we been talking about? Like, you think it, you feel it, and you open up your eyes and it's just right there, beloved. We literally were given this testimony the other day. Like, we were sitting on the porch. Man, I would love to have somebody to come and take care of the lawn. We open up our eyes and there's a truck with lawn information going by. We just yesterday, like, man, we really need somebody to come and take care of the lawn. Somebody knocked on the door. We're thinking, I hope that's somebody offering grass services. Opened up the door, lo and behold, it was somebody offering lawn services. So it's like being able to do it just like that in an instant, and believing that you can do it. You can manifest. Believing in the spirit of harmony and divine order. And we literally just said that. There's nothing that's like random. Everything is ordered, even the chaos and the conflict is a part of the ordering, beloved. It's given catalysts are built in for change, development, and also the fact that like this 3 we were getting 4 times 3 is 12, which breaks down to 3 on page 129, which happens to break down to 12, which is the number 3. Is that a coincidence? No, I think it says everything happens for a reason. An abundance of mindset, have an abundant mindset. Emotions in 3D consciousness like anger, jealousy, greed, rejection, abandonment, laziness, boredom, blaming, frustration, depression, fear, anxiety, and negativity will melt away as you learn to raise your vibration. Rise in consciousness and realize we belong to the most creative and advanced part of God universe, source creator. Stop looking for something or someone outside of you and put your faith and trust in the God of your understanding, the awareness of your being, what you desire to be, the awareness of being what you desire to be. There is no predestined path. All roads lead home. You are the creator of your reality. The 5D earth is here and now, and it's given our ability to experience it. Can we experience it? Yes. On an individual level, doing these things, opening up your mindset, combating those negative energies, frustration, fear, boredom, all of those energies, and transmuting them, changing them, right? Putting fear and putting faith in the place of fear. And that's really giving me like a thing around belief. Do you believe? Do you believe that you are whole? Do you believe that you are complete? Do you believe that the source of the Most High God, the creator of all things, resides within? Like, do you believe that you can tap into this intelligence that lives within you? Do you believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to? If you believe it and that you have everything to accomplish it, you become magnetic. You understand that you are everything and there's no reason to seek on the outside of you. When we go looking for self, and I think we kind of just talked about this in a recent message, it's you figure out that you are always with you. You are always with you. Your purpose is already built inside of you. And it could come through emotions like anger and frustration. What are the things that irritate you? What are the things that frustrate you? What are the things that light the fire of desire in you that might sow the seeds of intention to make something better, to make it more efficient, to make it more fair, more balanced, right? Increasing love and not just tolerance. Like, how do we become more sympathetic, more empathetic, more compassionate? How do we communicate better for the sake of understanding? How do we learn more, right? Knowledgeable, and do it consistently. That leads us to wisdom, and that is the pathway of understanding our wholeness. That's what we got. So this week, that is the vibe that I'm feeling. Like, how do we realize that we're already in the 5D earth energy? How do we continuously raise our vibration so that we experience it not only on an individual level, but we are infectious so that we can put that energy out to tilt the vibration of the collective. That's what Spirit said. So thank you to the Alpha and Omega for guiding us in terms of our growth and development. I thank you guys so much for sticking around through that. I appreciate it. If you guys are into the vibe, you know what to do. Subscribe, share the channel. You know what I mean? We just growing over here. We just growing. We manifesting, reaching our highest timeline. We listening to the spirit come through and help us balance, right? One foot on earth and one in the spirit. And how do we continuously pour that flow back and forth between two cups, feeding our energy and to continuously to stay overflowing? That's what I'm picking up. Because I feel like some of this ish is spilling out, right? That's your spiritual boost coming through. Harmony and balance in moderation, right? Which one? You don't want this middle one. You want these two. What is that? Ooh, strength in a new cycle. It's giving spiritual strength. It's giving courage and bravery. And I'm getting like all of us who have this energy, like the ones who are like the bridges from the spirit, you know, connecting us, you know, to earth, to Gaia, to change its frequency, like transmute it. It's almost giving like a cleansing in terms of like this flow that's going back from one cup into another cup. It's giving like an infinity pour, the loop pouring it in and in and out from one vessel to another. And it's almost giving like somebody who is a conduit of like that pure essence, that alpha and omega energy. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting it out, but that's what I'm feeling. Knocking. They're giving me seek and you shall find. Like in the door shall be open for those who are in the spiritual flow, those who are trusting in that spiritual strength. It's giving courage and bravery to knock on the door and it shall be open. And they're definitely giving me the 21 because we spoke about the number 12 that breaks down to 3. 4 times 3 is 12, which is the 444. And then we have 129, which breaks down to 12, which breaks down to 3, right? And this is something mirroring about that and about the door being open. We definitely are in Leo season, and we just kind of looked up the new moon, which was also in Leo, so that's coming out to me too. Again, nothing is by coincidence. It's not. So it's definitely giving us the message to kind of think about our spiritual strength, being encouraged, being brave, to go forward, and even to do it like in a way where it's like you know you're gonna be pulled away from some people. Like connections are gonna fall away. There is a severing that's happening, right? It's like those who have not changed their vibration, who still sit in those lower energies, they are going to fall away from you. And it's because it's giving severing. I'm seeing the words great severing. And I think that's why, you know, the energy for it's like so heavy. It's giving topsy-turvy. It's giving going back and forth. Some people may feel called to the hermit right now. Like you may not necessarily want to connect with other people. You may just want to take care of your own energy. And that's kind of like what we're feeling. Which one, beloved? This. Okay. Yeah, opportunity is coming through. Definitely a door being open and opportunity. And it's giving a level up. If y'all can see how they place the cards, it's like we're here and it's giving like 3D, getting into the flow, taking courage, bravery to knock on the door, entering therein, and you being received. And it's like an opportunity for this level up. It's giving 5D energy with the pentacle. Definitely enhanced, elevated, new energy. And it's something with the 1 that I'm seeing. It's giving me 1 equals 0 or 0 equals 1. I know that don't make sense to a lot of people. But 0 equals 1. So our mathematics is kind of like off. So if you can see like how I'm looking at this circle, which is a 0, the whole, it equals 1. Because the whole is complete. There is none missing. And so everything in here, 1 is that wholeness. It's giving the whole equals 1. It's giving the energy of oneness. No more just considering yourself as an individual piece or pixel of the Most High, but thinking about us as one, as whole. We are it, like all of us. Yeah, I'm hearing subconscious. They're telling us subconscious, and we literally were talking about the moon cycle, but it's something about from the subconscious that's coming up. It's giving like a reminder of who we are. I do notice that it's like a level up here, but then they put the moon back down here. This could be illusions. It could be, again, things that we're just unaware of. I'm hearing words like the waters of noon. I'm hearing like the primordial abyss. I'm hearing potentiality, like the things that we don't know that exist. Look, see, they pulled the other moon. It's definitely something here. Yeah, subconscious, illusion. Again, those low vibrational energies, fear, anxiety, intuition, deception, trickery, disillusionment, error, danger, confusion, delusion. They're giving me like a connection between this elevated energy, 5D energy, and danger. Some sort of illusion. It's giving like those who don't want the collective to elevate, right? And the more that people start to enhance or increase their vibration, their emittance, being very intentional in their thinking and in their mindset, is giving these energies that are brewing, coming up, and almost want to snatch you back down, beloved. It's giving, I'm seeing the word discouragement. Discouragement. So it could be, I'm hearing words like it's lonely at the top. I'm seeing 88 up here. And it's not like just like being at the top, but it kind of is, right? It's like when you start to elevate your vibration and your frequency, relationships fall away. You could feel the energy of being lonely, right? Because it's not a lot of people that you connect to. We tend to connect to people across, vast spaces. Like I can connect to Veronica, but me and her met on the internet. You know what I mean? Like if I think about the people that are in my immediate sphere, like my family, my lineup, like we're not on the same vibration. Therefore, like I don't connect to them the same way. I actually feel the need to separate because I don't want to get caught up in some of the things that, their habits and things that people do, right? It's just I'm different. My frequency is different. I don't connect to that. Some things I don't even understand. Like I don't even be understanding their language. I be half the time I don't know what the shit folks be talking about. I just don't. What? I don't watch TV like that. I don't listen to music like that. So I'm so unaware of some of these things and the terminology. It just makes me feel super strange and super odd, right? And I feel comfortable, more comfortable isolating, not being isolated, but like staying off to myself and reserving my energy. Because it's very easy to get pulled back into old tactics that you know that are not good for you. Right? Sometimes it's like, if you were an addict, right? You cannot be in the same place where, those people who are addicted and are not coming out of their addiction where they're at. You can't. You will end up sliding back into the addiction. So if you are raising your vibration and your frequency, yeah, just to do stuff, right? And that comes about because we have a sense like we be bored. It's like shit. What else am I gonna do? Who am I gonna hang out with? Like me and the spirits, we be kicking it, but sometimes you be wanting to have physical contact with other human beings. Yeah, right. And you will get pulled back into junk. You will. You will. So you have to be conscious and careful with, how you're moving when you are elevating your life, you're elevating your frequency. The things and people that you hung out with before, they have to change, they have to fall away. And it's given releasing the egoic identity, right? And that's a part of the great severing. It's a part of the great awakening. And that's really what I'm picking up. So if you are on this track, stay encouraged, right? You're gonna be, faced with needing to release some things, some people, things about you, who you connect to, things you do, how you think, right? And it's all because you're elevating. And be careful of entities or energies that want to pull you back into the shits. That's what it's giving. So be careful. What would you like to get? Light seer. Let's get some light seer. 3445 when we said that. 7 and 9 coming through. So if you are a person that is, thinking about your relationships, your partnerships, how you connect with people, the number 7, and things that may need to be released for your own personal wish fulfillment, number 9, then, this could be significant. Yeah. Ooh, King of Wands is coming through. Positive, negative. So there's a King of Wands. And Spirit says they're giving negatives. It could definitely be a Leo because it's a fire sign, and I'm picking up the lion, right? So it's something here. Aries, see, look, they put him right here in this spot. So I don't know if this Leo, you needed to have some courage or bravery with this person, maybe to walk away to end something, or maybe this person is in their lower vibration and they're trying to ascend, they're trying to come away from their south node and rise up. So yeah, see, they're trying to balance out their energy is what it's giving. So Leos tend to be very confident, which we talked about. They are magnetic, which we talked about. Very charismatic, out front type of energy, not afraid to be seen. So it's definitely giving courage and bravery being out front. But this person could have definitely been in their south node and they're trying to balance out their energy and raise their frequency, their vibration. Like pull it up. So that's a good job. But it's given it is hard, and it's given like spiritual support is needed for this person to get through the process. See, they're trying to go through a new beginning, and it does feel risky. But to risk and bet you're on yourself and your elevation, which you have been shown in terms of manifestation, that's important. And it's giving me something about the cosmic flower here. I'm saying it always gives me sacred geometry. It's giving me the waters with all its potentiality coming up and being able to harness it. This person could definitely be changing their belief systems, moving from something a little bit traditional into something a little bit more spiritual, or just like a middle ground mix of it. Trying to figure out how they can manifest using faith-based religions and traditions like Christianity, whether it was Islam or Muslim or Jewish or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't know why I'm getting Christianity heavy. It's like definitely pulling like between the mix of Christianity and Islam, which is kind of weird. But they could be a person that like has some sort of values that align with Christianity. That could be the base, and then some other values that align to like Islam or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing Malcolm X like by any means necessary. So I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely something with their journey, right? They're definitely trying to move towards a new cycle, like ending some things in new beginnings. Yeah, and look, this is Two of Cups. They could be balancing out their own energy. They could be learning how to reserve their energy, until they recognize something. It could be something about their own self, their own energy, how energetic they really are, how they can attract and magnetize themselves to receive these resources and boss up. King of Pentacles, right? It's given that. Like in this next cycle, that could be where their mind is at. So somebody, yeah, it's like, how do I reserve my energy so that we can get what we deserve? It's like independent self-sufficiency, master of my own energy, recognizing some things. And other people may recognize the result of what you're doing. So if you are in this King of Wands energy, moving from your south node and you are moving up to your north node, you're working on these tactics of manifestation, managing your energy, blending and morphing your belief system to have like a little bit more fuller outlook. It's giving like broadening and opening up. Yeah. See, learning how to alchemize, that you are the magician in your own life, that you can tap into this energy, you can use it, you can remix it, right? And you can turn it into what you want it to be. You can change it into what you want it to be. You can create these new beginnings. And it's giving me like the act through the action of continual ending. I see 9-9. Like through continual releasing and transmuting of energy, like you can use that to remix and create new beginnings. Yeah, and it's something about being emotionally balanced, right? Keeping your emotions at par, and that's what they gave us in the book about. Not everything is not right or just or wrong. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it is for a reason. See, boundaries. Wounded warrior, a blockage is here. A blockage. See, there was something blocking the doorway. And what was blocking? It's the action that you don't take. Look, 3 of Swords. It's the action that you don't take. And that's what they said. Nothing happens until I take action. But if you are always taking action, all of your ideas and thoughts will lead to happiness and success. What are the actions that we can take? We can always be releasing. We can always be thinking and feeling and recognizing, our heart energy, changing and transmuting what we are emitting is giving, changing your frequency and what you're emitting. I don't know why they don't want me to say the word emit. It's something about emitting this high vibrational frequency, changing the fear, changing the frustration, changing the anger, using, all of this darkness that we take on, alchemizing it, solar plexus, and changing it to joy, to faith, to bliss, right? And putting that out. When you emit that energy, you attract opportunities. You remove the blockages. And it may be easier and more simple than what people think. Sometimes you feel like you have to do all of this major stuff, and it's really not that. It's really not that. Yeah, see, sometimes you just only need to visualize it. And it's giving passion, right? Like being all in on what you're feeling to call in this wish fulfillment. It doesn't have to be stressful. It's something about changing the heartache, the fear, the frustration, the grief, all of that into energy to support your wish fulfillment week. How many times you go through a bad situation and you get fired up about it and you come out so much better, so much stronger, much more effective? Like the chaos and conflict, it does that for us. But can we recognize it? See, Queen of Swords energy, she is battle tested. You're talking about somebody that gathers the intelligence from all the shit she's been through, and she knows how to use it. That discernment coming through, she always knows what is the right action to take, even if that action doesn't mean that she's doing something very strenuous or has a high output, right? In terms of, I'm hearing voltage, right? Like she can be in meditation, like she is right now. She can be in contemplation. Being in contemplation opens your mind up, right? She can think about new concepts. She can, I don't know, I'm hearing big words like postulate and extrapolate and shit like that, right? It's like all the things you went through, you think about it differently. If you allow yourself and you're not closed off, it's not like closed minded. It's giving free thinking, it's giving critical thinking. Being able to observe and assess the world around you, the things that you've been through. How did it grow you, right? How did it change you? How can you use it to reach a higher you, to become your highest you? This one. Queen of Swords often gets a bad rap in the tarot, but I think she's pretty fucking awesome. I love Queen of Wands. Look, Knight of Pentacles is coming through. It's giving steady. It's giving loyalty. It's giving commitment. It's giving discipline. It's giving dedication. Right? It's giving slow and steady wins the race. Like, there's no need for you to try to rush your process. You can actually slow down, observe, and enjoy the journey, beloved. Yeah, see, definitely look, balance. Balancing yourself out. That's what we're getting. Like, you are destined to be this leader, like, and to take the actions and leading yourself forward. It's like determining what is the action to take to remove the blockages, to open up the door. It's like knocking, knowing who you are, being in touch with your true self. It's given also being able to understand and observe the things that are going on with you. So when they surface again, you know what to do. Right, so if you've learned from your past track and everything you've been through, you're talking about the strength, courage, and wisdom coming through. With Queen of Swords is wise, right? It's giving you know how to call. What are my traumas? What is in my shadow, right? What am I plagued with? And am I a person that hesitates because I'm afraid to take a risk? Am I dealing with confidence issues? Am I dealing with abandonment or some sort of insecurity? Do I feel like I lack creativity? Like, what is it in this that equates to this blockage so that I can remove it and move to my next level, beloved? Like, what is it? Can you observe self? What is your mind doing? See, you can free you. You can free you. What is your mind doing? What is your mind wrapped up around? What has you tied up mentally? Whether you're thinking that you're not enough, you don't have enough, something that you're lacking. But if we're whole and we're complete, then there's nothing lacking and there's nothing missing. See, it's something about focus. It could be dedication and focus and commitment, right? See, Knight of Wands. It could be also having that fire lit. It could be you working to grow something up. Somebody could have a tendency to be impulsive, right? Like, it could be a number of things. It could be once you figure it out and you understand what to focus on, what to put your mental energy on, you bust through this wall. And it's like, that energy of like, yes, I'm ready to go. I did it. Like, we're moving to the next level. Look, more mental conflict. Five of Swords. Mental battles. And look, giving and receiving. Who to give to, who not to give to, what to give to, what to give, when to give it, all of that shit is given. I did hear for somebody like the rent is due. So I don't know what that means. I just got a whole thing, a download for somebody. I don't know who this is for and who it'll make sense to, but I believe that the Most High God will bring you here to hear it. Somebody, I heard the rent is due. Somebody has been living rent free in somebody's mind, like thinking is affected. Somebody is like being challenged by a focus or something like that. So somebody has been on somebody's mind and is given living rent free in your head for a minute, and that's why they said the rent is due, beloved. It's like if you are thinking and you're confused about a person in terms of their position, in your life, their purpose in your life, and you are not clear, it's cloudy, you feel disillusioned and confused about it. Spirit is saying it's time for them to pay their rent. Like, either it's an exchange there while you're thinking about them, while you're engaging with them even mentally, or they need to come about your thoughts. Yeah, it's something that you need to see. You need to recognize who living in your mind rent free. What are you spending your mental time on that's not benefiting you, that is not giving? What are you giving your mental energy to? Yes. What is consuming your thoughts? What's running around in your head? Yeah, that's something that you need to discover to break through this blockage. That's what's going to move you forward. When you understand what is occupying your thoughts, you probably have, I'm hearing a squatter for somebody. It's giving the energy of squatter, something that's intrusive. It's intrusive thoughts that are kind of just running around and they're in there and they are not paying you back in anything. If anything, it's taking from you. It's siphoning your energy. It's keeping your mind wrapped up over things that you probably don't need to pay any mind to, is what it's giving. This one. Yeah. See, judgment. Judgment. It's time for you to make a judgment call. Some things want to come back. They keep coming back and keep coming back, like raising it up from the dead. Oh, boom. Thank you. Okay. So we just read something or saw something that was talking about how we revive the past through our thoughts. What are you thinking about on a daily basis? Is it something from your past that should have passed away, right? It should be probably well into the system or the process of decay, but you keep raising it up because you keep bringing it back to life through your thought process. It's like The Walking Dead or some shit. Like, you keep bringing the past back because you keep thinking about it. You keep reliving it. And if we manifest our thoughts, beloved, we manifest our thoughts and our emotions, then it's critical that we pay attention to those intrusive thoughts, the things that's running around, the things that we think about from the past, and we keep bringing it forward. They were giving me the definition of the future. That's what it was. I was looking at somebody discuss the definition of the future. So let's get it. See if we can get that. So hopefully it'll demonstrate what we're saying. Definition, future. The time or period of following the moment of speaking or writing, regarded as still to come. So it's like the time or period following the moment that you speak something or that you write it. So if we were just talking about taking your number, whatever number that is, whether it's 1 through 9, pick a number, right? And you write that number 7 times. You write, so if I'm going to pick the number 3, I'm going to write 3, 333, 333. That's 7 threes, right? So that's $3,333,333, right? So that's the credit we would love to see in the bank account. We're resonating with that energy, we're writing it. So the future takes place right after I write that number. And then I need to stay in that mindset. I'm not going to change the number. I'm not going to say, oh, I just need just enough. I call that back. Give it up, ask you to bind it up, cast it down. I'm going to keep my mind fixed on the number that we're writing. That's the future. I'm not going to change it. So if you are trying to manifest a certain future, but you keep changing it. I write the future, I write the desire, now I'm manifesting that future, but the next thought is something from the past. Now it's what I intend and I desire is in contradiction or conflict to the past energy that I keep resurrecting and I keep bringing back. It's given, once you put your mind on something, you make the switch. Don't go back. Don't think backwards. When you start to feel yourself going back and pulling things from the past into your future, right? It's like, grab that back, give it up, ask the Most High to receive it, bind it up, and cast it down. And it's given, transmute that. Whatever that is that keeps coming back, transmute it. Things that come to mind is like, okay, I see it, I feel it, I give it up, I ask you to receive it, bind it up, cast it down. And I transmute the energy. Whatever in me that keeps bringing that back, I need to transmute it. I need to recognize it. I need to see it so that I can bust through the blockage and move forward. I can either change my mind for sure, like judgment, decision, final, or you will stay in a cycle. That's how you get to your new beginning. It's thinking about what you're thinking about. Can you see it? Can you see your own thoughts, beloved? You get to your new beginning by being able to recognize, see, observe your own thoughts. Can you be a witness of you, Wheat? That's what Spirit said. They almost didn't want me to ring the bell, but we felt it. Like we need to be able to witness our own thoughts. See, time is given like that future space, and it's between the time that you think it, you write it, you say it, right? And it actually coming in. And we were getting trust the journey. Just like when we started the channel, when they gave us the inspiration and we took the actions to move forward and to do it. But it's like even before we did the first video, we already claimed all the wheat, beloved. We look, that was instant. Everybody that the Most High God is gonna manifest is already with us. They are already with us. But what we're experiencing in this moment is the journey between the time that we decided and the time that we see the manifested reality. But we know and we stand fixed on the fact that it's already done. So if we are feeling the emotions of, oh my God, subscriberships are going up and down, we're purging, like, what did we say where people are just falling away? We could have very likely just told the truth, and a lot of people didn't want to hear that. They didn't resonate with it. We are going through the great severing. Like everybody, people who come in for one reason and then they don't like what I said or what the Spirit said through us and then they leave. It's okay. The only thing it's doing is making room for those who are supposed to be. Maybe they needed to come in contact with us for just that brief moment, for just that minute to get what they got, and that was it. So it's okay to hold on lightly. Like it doesn't mean that the victory still doesn't exist. Yeah. Yeah. And we think about that. That happens in relationships. Sometimes people only connect with you to get what they came to get, and then that was it, right? And if you're not giving what they think you should be giving them, then they will leave. And that's just pretty much how love goes. Light be movement. It's not just gonna sit there if they're not getting what they want. Dreams. 1 and 6 is a 7, and we kind of talked about the number 7. It says, one day you will remember the great dream, and the way will become known to you. You entered into life through the veil of the dream because your reason for being here must be kept secret from you until you find your way home. And we were getting that all paths lead home. You don't know who you are now, but one fine day you will remember. It is like creation looking for itself. Does that sound familiar? Did we say that? Did Spirit channel that through us? Like when we spend time looking for self, you realize that you was with you all the time, all along. Like you just only need to remember it. Yeah. It says you are in oneness with all life. And we talked about that oneness, like 0 equaling 1. Wow. It says you are in oneness with all life, though you are not aware of it yet. Rest assured, you will awaken from the dream. Until then, let the Great Mother, Alpha, rest within your spirit. She is the universe. She is the womb of all life. She is the light that shines from your eyes, illuminating your daily dreams. The possibilities you dream of will become your reality. The possibilities you dream of will become your reality. So are you dreaming of past-ish that you no longer desire? But there's emotions and triggers that bring it back to mind, like the past is living rent-free and is creating your future? It very well could be. People struggle with releasing. We struggle with letting go. And a part of it is releasing individuality. We're moving to the frequency of understanding and remembering that we are whole. We are whole. We are one. We are complete. There's none missing and there's nothing broken. The system in itself balances always. It is fair. It is just. Injustice will always ensue. We will always have chaos and conflict the same way we will always have serenity and calm and tranquility. It is the balance. They both exist. And neither one of them is all this or all that. When we think about calamities, we don't be like, when volcanoes erupt, it's some big ass conspiracy. No, nature shows us that there is both, that we have death and we have rebirth. It is always the polarity. And that's something that we can never get away from. The beginning feeds the end, and the end feeds the beginning. It is the dance of infinity. It is never ending because we just end to begin again, beloved. Let's get activated and then we're going to call it. Thank y'all so much again for sticking around. Empowerment is here. Let's empower ourselves. It's giving the past energy. And look, ooh, shit, solar plexus. Didn't they talk about it? Didn't they say transmute this energy? And it's something about the solar plexus and this Ace of Pentacles that we're seeing. It's giving me the same resonance. It's giving me like the opportunity to transmute this energy. And as you transmute it, you can alchemize it and turn it into whatever you want, therefore creating opportunity. I know they said a lot, right? It's giving our ability to create opportunities through transmuting energy. And lo and behold, it breaks down to the number 3. And that's what we were getting. 444, which is 4 times 3, which is 12, which is 3. 129, which is 9 plus 2, which, well, 9 plus 3, basically, which is 12, which is 1 and 2, which breaks down to 3. It's all based on that trinity. Romantic love is coming through. Ooh, shit. Ain't that 9 and 3? We just kind of did that math, which broke down to 3. You're life path number 3? Wow. Yeah, this probably has some significant meaning then. Look, we see synergy. See, synergy. It says the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. That's all 5D energy. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar, right? So that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a whole new reality. A whole new reality. And 4 and 1 breaks down to what? The number 5. We were talking about 5D Earth. Just saying. We're going to bring this back into the view. 14 right here, 1 and 4 is 5. Synergy is 41. I'm getting a mirroring here with the Temperance. 5D. Ooh, 444. Boom. 444. That's 12, which breaks down to 3. It's definitely giving me something here. 14 to 41, and we saw the 12 to 21. Which one? This one. Ooh, delight. Look at that. 1 and 9 is 10, which breaks down to the number 1, which is this Ace of Pentacles. That's the number 1 that's here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's the number 1. Pull it down. Yep. That's what I'm picking up. And it's like a whole new cycle, a whole new understanding that we are one. I'm hearing Frankie Beverly, we are one. No matter what we do, we are one. Deep inside of you, we are one. Sacral, we are one. Boop, we are one. It's giving a cosmic flower. And that's what I was picking up here on this. It's giving possibilities. It's giving like the energy, the elements that create all things. Like infinite possibility, infinite creativity. And it supports our ability to flow with our desires. What are your intentions and your desires? What are you desiring? It stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. We can do it. We can manifest it. And I'm getting it in an instant. People would be so shocked at you, like, how do you do what you do? How is it that you think of something, you feel it, you resonate with it, and before you know it, it's just right there for you. It's coming to you. Not only do you have the resources, it's definitely within budget. It's like you can have whatever you want to. I'm hearing T.I., you can have whatever you like. And do you believe it though? Two. One breaks down to two. Do you believe that the power to manifest instantly already resides in you? A lot of people don't. See, they're just not consciously aware of it. That's why we have to bring that moon energy, the things from the subconscious up to the consciousness so that we can be aware of how to do it. Right? It's given 3 and 1, it's 4 individuality, and then consciousness is 1 and 7, that's 8. It's given a different level, like a magnified or increased, a step up awareness that you have the ability to instantly manifest if you can believe it. Something with judgment. Choose to believe. Choose to put the past to rest. Is what I'm getting. Can we do that? And for some people, again, it's a challenge because we have a hard time letting go. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to the source. Do you believe that you are directly connected? Do you feel like that you are the Most High in this manifested state? Like this is the variety of the Most High that is showing you at this moment. And when you look at you in the mirror, do you see the Most High too? That you are a variety of it. Like we are all a part of the same thing. We are eternally and infinitely connected. I'm getting that somebody's belief system is changing. That they are starting to think about things in a different way. And even witness their thoughts so that they can see what they are resurrecting from their past that are affecting not only the current day, but everything they want to attract and bring in, right? Their future days. I'm seeing the movie, the X-Men movie, because they all had, elevated gifts, right? Metahumans or something like that. But it was like the days of future past, right? It's almost like the past being represented or coming back to you from the future because you keep resurrecting it. You are engaging with it. See, it's something with your thoughts and how you're thinking. And needing to go very deep in the mind and understand, like, why are you manifesting confusion? Like, can you get clear? Because see, it's given like you have these plans, you have these desires, right? With the two, but it's something that's confusing. And it's given a thought process. It needs to be clear. Letting go of the things of old and only focusing on the intentions and desires, staying in alignment with it, staying fixed, staying dedicated, staying committed, being convicted is what it's given. See? That's what's going to bring in everything. Infinite resources, longevity. And I'm getting that it's already written, right? It's something about this space up here. I'm picking up the red flower of the root chakra. It's given security. It's given being secure no matter where you're at, right? It's given like it's coming down from the ether, from the spirit. The victory, the success has already been secured. It's already been written. But what you're experiencing in this space is the journey, the process of becoming. The B is coming, is what it's giving. And that B is a reflection of you, like you be. And so what's coming is a reflection of you, we. What you are projecting. So that's why they didn't want me to say the word emitting, is what you are projecting. It's like your thoughts project, your emotions project. And what you project is what you will get back. That's how you will see the world. Tower moment. This could be a sudden realization, something that would blow your mind, beloved. Like when you really delight, it's given so incredibly delightful that it'll blow your mind. And even once you realize how to do this, it's like it makes it so happy and so joyous. Like I see everything that I need all around me. I know that I'm never in lack. How could I be? Gaia is so abundant. I never experience scarcity. And at any moment, I always have exactly what I need. Anything else? You're saying no. Something about changing your focus though, so that you can get it right. It's like balance, justice. Look, thinking quickly, staying connected. Ooh, that's that energy of love and compassion, right? That's what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting protection, defensiveness. You stand on your belief systems and you won't be moved. Like stand your ground, beloved. That's what somebody is moving into. Yeah, being in the flow of giving and receiving. That what you project, what you emit is exactly what you will get. And it's something about being very mindful of it. Very mindful. Planning your future, manage your thoughts. What are you thinking? What's living rent free? Because Spirit said the rent is due. You might need to do some evicting. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. I appreciate you. We are a couple of minutes over, but we kind of skipped lunch earlier so we can be done quicker because we was like we didn't want to do adulting. We kind of just like like if we just stay and push through, we could be done a little bit earlier and then we can come and hang out with all of you. So that's what we did. I love y'all. I do. I love you just like I love me. Cause y'all just, look, I don't know what's going on. It's something about attracting. And a hair is doing something. Your hair is not dead. Somebody told me to say that. Like it's a magnet, right? It responds to its environment, and so it's given somebody may even need to be acutely aware because it's something about the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, the hairs on your arms standing up. It could be another one of those things you want to pay attention to, especially if there's somebody around you that's kind of like giving a vibe. It's giving like I'm not really for sure if I should connect or get close to. It's given feel and think about how your body reacts. Like what kind of vibe do they give you? What is your body sensing from the air, around you? Like when this person is around you and they have some sort of air that they bring in, what is your body picking up? Like what is it reading? I don't know who that was for. You may come in contact with a person and you may need to really think about like the reaction of your body. Because it's given a lot of wolves, like those who will be lying in wait to trick and deceive, especially when you are raising your frequency. They could feel this light, the delight, the joy, the bliss, right? You're transmuting your energy, you're raising your frequency, your consciousness. So they will want to come in and connect with you and snatch you right back down. So be careful and be cognizant of what you're feeling, right? Especially if you are still working through your mindset and what you're thinking, and maybe kind of, you get caught up around your thoughts, maybe have a tendency to overthink, overanalyze. A way to kind of cut through that is feel your body, beloved, and see how does it react. I feel like that's gonna be another message. It could be something that we discuss later on in the week, because this is giving me like a theme. We're moving towards 5D, and we are already there. It's given if you believe. We just have to raise our frequency. Look, with sleeps and naps, apparently. Look, I could go take a nap right now. Maybe that's why we was like, we just gonna push through, get this part done, so we could just be, cause we don't want to be doing none of that adult stuff. We would want to do what you did, Aya, like Veronica. I know I was call you Aya, but Veronica, we just want to have ice cream for breakfast and like sit on the porch and play in the kiddie pool or something like that. I don't know. I just don't want to do adulting. I know that for sure. Like I don't want to do nothing obligatory. I don't want to do nothing heavy. Like nothing thought intrusive. I just want to be like watch some kid movies and eat cookies and ice cream. I don't know. Maybe we just need to be a kid today. Put on some snuggy jammies and you know what I mean, and put all the adulting away. I love y'all. I do. I love you just like I love me because that's my capacity. We are growing, right? We are expanding on a daily. And I'm getting everything is going to balance out, right? It always does. So don't worry about what other people are going to get there. Don't worry about things from the past. Just continue to transmute the energy. It's given that the spirit is going to get their ass. I'm just saying, for somebody needed to hear that, right? We talked about like these spaces. If we are a reader that's like going down into the karmic shit, yep, I gotta get it. I just crossed my legs and now I feel like I was stuck. But it's given like if we were a person that sit up here and talk about toxic shit all the time, right? Then, the numbers would probably be through the roof. But we're just not that type of reader. That's not what the spirit wants us to bring to you. They said we are, we're growing, we're ascending, we're moving, we're going from our south node to our north node. Like we are the part of the body that is transmuting the grief, the heartache, the fear, the anger, the frustration, all of this. And for you to be an alchemist, a person that's, has the charge, the heavy duty job of changing energy, like you're taking all of this into your solar plexus, right? You need support to do this. It's like understanding that you're not by yourself. You're not feeling these things, you're not seeing these things, by yourself. You're not lonely, you're not alone, and you definitely are not by yourself on this journey. And those who are on the journey and accept that mission, like you need support, beloved, because a lot of people around you are just not going to understand it. They're not. A lot of people just think you downright crazy. What do you mean the old earth is falling away? I didn't see nothing. Rapture didn't come and crack the sky open. Well, how do you know it's even gonna look like that? We don't know. We don't know what's allegorical. We don't know what's metaphorical. How did they take all these amazingly complex concepts and break it down in a way that we can understand it, right? We can derive some sort of meaning from it. And when you study, across the spectrum, you could get a whole different outcome. See, starseed energies. We're not all, the same type of being. Like a lot of us come from different star systems, things that come down through your lineage, and you have been chosen and tapped to transmute the energies. They said that's true. Like, can you see that in who you are and what you're supposed to do? Divine feminine energy, right? It's like being able to create, and it's given like that heavenly sentiment here on earth to bring that frequency. Yeah. Emperor, authority, and moving forward. And I'm getting balanced energy, alpha and omega, moving forward. Yeah, justice, balanced energy is what they were saying. Like everything will balance. Like the whole of it is balanced. And it's given, just stay on your journey and you will see it. You will realize it. Yeah. See, stay on your journey. You will see it. You will realize it. It's like awakening from the dream. It's more than just a dream. Magic. You got that magic number 4. Stability. stability. It's given like what's already rooted within you. It's given 3, right? And then the 1. It's given divine essence. You know, it's given you are not just yourself. Like individuality is not it. It's like even when you realize your divine self, like you understand that you are connected to everybody else. And throat chakra, number 5, is something about what we speak. Not only do our thoughts speak to us, but also what are you saying? What are you writing? How are you expressing yourself? How are you calling your world, right? Are you calling back the past by re-narrating a past story, a past version of yourself, proclaiming what you can be or who you are? It's given like, you know how sometimes we create stories about who we are and we narrate the story? Like if you were to go on an interview, a job interview, and it would be like, well, tell me about yourself, right? And you have like this 8-second or 20-second like narrative of who you are as a person, like a collective, like your collective experiences or knowledge, like you're talking about your body of work. You know what I mean? How do you talk about you as a body of work? Like your collective experiences. Do you narrate the same stories over and over again? And is that narration a product of the past hurt and grief that you've gone through? Is it victim stories? Is it victory stories? Do you talk about yourself as a conqueror? Are you triumphant? Are you successful? Are you, you know, just accepting, you know what, I am who I am. These are some of the things that I've learned and I, you know, have developed and I'm continuing to develop. Like it's giving that, like how do you speak about you? What's your story? What are you narrating? Yeah. What is the essence that you express? Like can you talk about the essence of you, the true you, which is your soul, your highest self, your authenticity? I am highly creative. I am I'm tapped in and I am in touch with all things. Like I'm connected to everything. I am everything. I am everything. When I look at my chemical biology, right, like all the things that make up the body, I am gold, I am silver, I am copper, I am magnesium, I am phosphorus, I am all of these elements. There's nothing in that I don't possess. It's some sort of trace of it within me, is what I'm getting. I am everything, and everything is me. Gaia, you are Earth. You are it. So when we say, you know, whatever we say about our Gaia experience, like, can we talk about it in this frequency? Gaia is incredibly abundant. She provides for us. We're infinitely connected to one another. You know, in this universe, it birthed all of us. We are whole. We are complete. There is none broken. There's nothing missing. Everything is here. And it's here for my highest potential. So I can experience the highest. And I claim nothing different. Yeah, pretty much it. So again, I love you like I love me, because that's my capacity. But it's growing and expanding on a daily. Can you share that same compassion and love with your fellow selves, your other selves? We, hopefully. And I thank you for being here, for growing and expanding with me. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega. That which made me and made thee to be the infinite intelligence. Breathing. Because the word lives, beloved. And don't let anybody tell you anything differently. I appreciate you. To the next now. I say we.